We continue to invite our panelists from Kazakhstan, the director Akan Sateev. In Tom Waits' movie, the player Almira Tursin. And many successful Timur Savcı. Our panel is starting. Sorry, I apologize. Kazakhstan Republic, the chairman of the Radio and Television Institution. Welcome, please, sir. I'm sorry again. First of all, hello everyone. Generally, in these kind of forums and workshops in seminaries, the moderator puts a pirate presentation as an introduction in the recent Who Fights Against the Pirates Oruç Reis. If you allow us, I will make a pirate presentation. First of all, of course, the Turkic Council Media Forum, the first session, Joint Cultural Future, the TV, serials and movie industry in Turkic world. All of you are welcome. A very important organization handling this communication directorate brought us in the Turkic Council Media Forum. Therefore, we would like to thank the General Director Fahrettin Altun and everyone contributing. And at the same time, in this forum, very high quality producer, player, actor, director, and managers. We are happy to be with them, and within this framework of the Turkic world on the TV serials and movies, I'm glad that we will have an exchange of ideas. Of course, this forum over the joint values, and it's very important collaboration. It will help and it will enhance. By this way, the Turkic world will come together, and as they come together, we will make our voice heard more and of the Turkic world. And in order to have a wider voice of the Turkic world is important, because against the Western oriented, the only sound is from this geography and this civilization. Therefore, as to how this sound is strong, then that dominant cultural process from single center to all around the world, against them, there will be an alternative opportunity. Of course, this single center expanding these cultural processes also in labeling the geographies and in certain frames, within certain frames, this value set to every geography, whether it is fitting for every geography. and also in idealize the fashion patterns or fast consumption patterns, the ready pattern of human relations in adoptions is the single center point of view, but we know that in order to make a more livable and meaningful place, we need to protect what is unique, what is single. We need to protect it. And STRT is a TV channel of public service. This unique one should be protected, and this unique one should be told to the world, and that it should be added into the cultural heritage. And one of the main methods are TV, movies and serials. Therefore, as Turkey and TRT, actually we invest hugely to movies and serials, to movies, series, documentary, cartoons. We are focusing in all of them. Maybe in the short time in Çekmeköy, in Konya, the international TRT movie plateaus are the most important example of this. Today, this Barbaros movie is in Çekmeköy plateau, and Alparslan TV serial will come in the Çekmeköy plateau as well, or TV serial of Mevlana in Konya plateau. Therefore, our investment to serial industry as TRT is the international platforms, which is the indications. On one hand, the TV serials, advertisement and documentaries are being shot, and also we are looking for making these stages to leadership. Of course, somehow it finds its the number stats shows this, because the movies of the Turkic world having the viewer of 500 millions after US. We are the second country to export TV serials. Actually, this is the fruits of the efforts given. Yes, as an export, TV serials are important, but what is important that single-sided cultural process against them, it is our reaction. So it's the indicator that those processes should be double-sided. With our TV serials in Turkey, what is unique within those cultural process should be added into that, and for that purpose of the Turkish movies being different geographies and countries, we easily observe this, and of the Turkish TV serials is not only a certain geography, so we cannot take this into serious. So if I can count the countries, I cannot keep in mind all of them. US, Puerto Rico, Canada, Latin America, Fiji Island, Colombia, Malaysia, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Albania, Bangladesh, Algeria, Bahrain, Chad, Egypt, Iran, Lebanon, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Mauritania, Morocco, Oman, Qatar, Somalia, Sudan, Tunisia, United Arab Emirates, Yemen, and many countries. We can elongate this list, but I want you to pay attention to one thing. Our president just completed his Africa visit, and between the countries, the most TV serial export is African countries of the Turkic world. The huge history of Turkic world and independence mentality and the spirit of fight with the help of these TV serials to African countries. It's like the potential of being a hope. Actually, it can be seen here. And another topic is the cartoons. Actually, the industry is now, in order to picture it, 10 years ago, actually, to our own children, we could not provide national cartoons, but now we are exporting it. Our cartoons are being exported to China, Malaysia, and this is an important issue. Once more, I would like to highlight this. And not only Turkey, also the Turkic world should pay attention to this cartoon and animation, because it's about raising a generation is over the cartoons. And what I would like to pay attention to, another point in the classical TVs, other than there is the digital platforms. Actually, these digital platforms for Turkish TV serials, they are an opportunity for Turkish TV serials, because along with digital platforms, actually they expand more. However, it is not sufficient enough, because when the Turkish pieces of art are extended, you are focused on content, but as TRT, we would like to be in the digital area and we continue it. Definitely, we will have a digital platform in the international level, will be realized. We started our project and process. National culture and values, depending on the cultural values of the Turkic world, we will have the international digital platform in the shortest time. Definitely TRT will realize it. Maybe we can give the blessing of it. Of course, on one hand, there is the digitalization development all around the world, political and economic development, the effort to adapt to them while fighting for them, while trying to realize them. One of the important issues is that our national solidarity to protect and enhance it, especially in this era, in this time. In the opening speeches, our statesmen highlighted the importance of this era, especially in this time, our national togetherness, protecting and making it stronger. We are in an era we should make it stronger, and TRT Avaz has a privileged place within this period. TRT Avaz is, in order to enhance the joint will of Turkic world and also political and economic developments, and also at the same time of the Turkic world, literature and culture to expand in more geographies. We are working and we will continue to work harder. And actually the Turkic world, for certain issues, in order to give political joint attitude, for this purpose TRT Avaz has a privileged position and with a special mission I would like to highlight. And as a result of the Turkic world coming from its strong history, supporting the right instead of the strong, and within this stance, depending on that, there are many words to tell and many stories to tell. And all these stories in this geography, in this civilization, these are the stories of this country. Too many problems of the global problems. Therefore, these stories should be told in details, and it's one of the main duties. Therefore, in the joint cultural future and what is the cultural situation in the Turkic world, this is the actually in summary we are trying to say Excellency President Recep Tayyip Erdogan says against these Western-centered, dominating and discriminating cultural transfer process from justice, equality, and this is not only can be given in the political arena. This challenge is only for cultural area and communication area, because actually that single-sided oppressing cultural system is with, so if we want to make an antithesis, we should have alternative cultural areas, and our TV serials and movies should be in the realization of this alternative. It is a great importance, and many speakers are in the first panel. I don't want to get more of your time, so within this opportunity I wish Turkey Council Media Forum to be helpful. We will have important collaboration, and the current collaborations will enhance. So once more I would like to welcome you, and without further ado, and also with the historical productions, I would like to start with Mr. Mehmet. Distinguished audience, I'm both glad and excited to be here. The Turkic world is an ancient world, ancient history. Our borders are ways from Adriatic to China Wall. It's a huge geography, and we are the generation. Today I find being here very meaningful. Why? Because century ago we couldn't dream such a meeting or having dreams about Turkic world or saying they will be in the same platform. İsmail Gaspralı, Ahmet Ağaoğlu, many important philosophers gave their lives for this dream. Today from Kerkük, many Turkmen brothers face serious tortures. Therefore, I would like to thank the Mr. Fahrettin Altun, including this Directorate President. I would like to thank everyone. Everything actually starts with a heart. Before starting to Diriliş Ertuğrul, regarding the foundation of Ottoman, there was another TV serial, and there was a longing, because in Hollywood and in other industries they have many beautiful projects, and before starting Diriliş Ertuğrul we had a 9 months of pre-study, and I would like to talk about our process, and I would like to give you recommendations afterwards. It had taken 9 months. At the time we didn't have horses running at the same time. The costumes was hard, especially for 13th century, but we have succeeded all of these, and Diriliş Ertuğrul was number one in the social media, and today millions of people are watching, and in the YouTube record with 5 million audience in Pakistan. And then we made Yunus Emre and Celalettin Arzemşah with Uzbeks. While all the world pay attention, Africa, Latin America, not only the Turkish geography, I wonder we love our history, why our stories or opinions should not be so effective for Latin America, why are they like our historical heroes, the justice of Ertuğrul, and they liked our traditional pavilions and our clothings. And I should say that the current Western hegemony is pushing culturally to make a single word. We need an alternative model. Is the Turkic history. If we can make in the so many cultural sites. For example, in Africa, someone would like to use our sword and shields. Pakistan liked, in UK, French, America, not only the Muslims but other nations also liked. And in many places in the Diriliş Ertuğrul, the objects used for them. I hope that the Turkic Council will be the first spark. So our already existing cultural codes in cinema, in TV serials with different narrative, we should tell all the world, because there is a hegemonical crisis. Or if we can succeed this, then in all the world there will be, with an alternative culture method, maybe we will invite people to peace. Oğuz Khan saw a dream from the sunset to dawn, and he shot his golden bow. And since then, we have rode horses and dreamt all the geographies we went. We have transformed from Siberia to Africa. We have our traces, and we are proud of this history. And then we had a crisis and we were lost. But thanks God, today it's the re-standing time, and including Turkey and our president's part. And with that, today Turkic Council is giving a great service. I believe they will be realized in short time. What is up to us as a scenarist and producer? We should have more projects, better projects for Turkic world. And lastly, we have a Turkish epic story named Destan. At the moment it is in 14 countries and ordered. As I said, if the Turkic world is, if we can tell them to all world correctly, then we will succeed more. I thank Mr. Mehmet for efficient use of time, and who has his signature with his acting, Engin Altan Düz Yatan. What would you like to think? Thank you, distinguished director. Actually, in the 21st century, reaching information, it's very easy, but on the other hand, the information is polluted. Reaching the correct information is getting difficult. If you want to reach it, you need to look for the correct sources. So there are many misinformation. We have this problem in the world. The efficient industries for long years using the cinema as a soft power. Even the wars they didn't mean, they can show it's like they won it as an like 10 to 15 years. Now we are also somehow expressing our own culture and our style, and with other countries and cultures we are sharing. From the first mouth, what we tell, what we say, actually the right source is from the first hand. So from this point of view, in the world, the reason for Turkish movies and TV serials are liked a lot is that not only with Turkish geography, we have a cultural contact and that we have the chance to introduce our own culture to them. I believe this is very valuable, and regarding our own history, our own culture, and we extend to the world. Actually, culturally, it helps us to with other cultures, and like my general director said, the sector is moving, and along with the improvement of the industry, there are serious investments, especially TRT's plateaus in Çekmeköy, not only for the TV serials to be shot in Turkey, in Antalya and Konya, it is for other sectoral instrument can come to Turkey and work in Turkey. I believe these are important steps because it's really very close. In Morocco, Prague, Bulgaria, Hungary, there are huge studios and important industries. People are shooting movies, and when they are so close, shooting them in our own country and showing the historical beauties of our country, both tourism and culturally, it will provide a lot to us, and I believe we are improving fastly on this route. As I said, for the 10 to 15 years in other than US, we are the country to market most, and with these new in the recent time from Turkic geography with other countries with the help of close relations, we are having joint projects, and also along with them our joint history to be reflected to world. It is important, and in order to make bigger projects both for Turkish geography and actually on for the sector, it's very important growing of the sector both for our country and Turkic geography, and our it will facilitate what we want. And I'm glad that I'm in this industry, and as an actor I'm very glad to be in this industry. Hopefully in the next step and for our own generation, our children, what is taught us, or with the maths we are following, with other, not with the heroes of other world, but our own heroes and our own history, we tell it together. I believe they will be more in our own generations with our own. So thank you so much and giving me the floor.
Konuşmacılarımızın hepsi moderatörden daha etkin.
All of our speakers are more efficient than the moderator for keeping time. Now, our valuable director from Azerbaijan, Erçi Musaoğlu, what are your ideas? Thank you very much. As you said, we talked about the industry, and I also want to give a suggestion. In 1998, in the European Council, that area has 34 members, and only Turkey is a member of the European organization, and Euromage has two goals, and their goals first goal is supporting film and series and shows that show the European culture and history. And the second goal is economically supporting cinemas and digitalizing records and stuff like that. So what I'm suggesting for Turkish countries goals, we can name it Turkmarj or something else, but we should create a fund for the support of Turkish movies. As you said, our own heroes, our own history. We have to have a fund created by the Turkish countries. So we should set up cultural and economical goals for that fund and support our industries. As we are from the same past, but we all have differences as well, so we can show them as well. During the Soviet times, as you know, there were 15 areas, and there was a system in the Soviets. It was about the distribution of movies. For example, if a movie has been shot and produced in Azerbaijan, they would be shown in other Soviet countries as well. So I think we should have the same thing. We should have a distribution center and publication agreement, and all the movies that are being produced in Turkish countries should be shown in all Turkish countries. And also, one of the important things, another important point, is festivals, where films are shown, and having a festival every year in a world. For example, one year can be Turkey, other year can be Azerbaijan or Uzbekistan. And my third suggestion is there is a residential program for the young cinema makers. For example, in Turkey or Azerbaijan or other Turkish countries, if the cinema workers and professionals, directors, cameramen, or other production workers come to that area for 6 months with ideas, and they work with professionals, with playwrights, screenwriters, and directors, and this would be a great help and support for young cinema. Of course, as we know, your cinema and Turkish TV shows are shown in Azerbaijan as well. We already watch them all, and what we want is we should collaborate on these series and shows as well. Self-cares and philosophers and other cultural images we can use for all of us, and we can combine them. We can also create a common TV program, maybe music as well. If we had a specific channel, and also a specific channel for kids that we can use commonly, because children at the age of 5 or 6, they want to view some animation movies, for example. They will be remembering that for a long time. For example, for my own, when I was a child, I had seen an animation called Alder Kose, and when I realized it's a Kazakh animation, I remembered to this day. The stories are very similar to our own, and I remember to this day because when I take a look at other shows, Russian or European, They are different, but I didn't realize why it was similar to our own culture when I was a child. Those are my suggestions, and what I also want to say is during this time, the Azerbaijan Minister of Culture and TRT has um, made a movie together, and I would like to thank TRT. We have shot the film, and we are at the post-production stage right now. Hopefully, this will be a great and successful and beneficial for them. Thank you very much. Thank you for your great and valuable suggestions and their best wishes. And famous Kazakh director Atan Sayeri, who's known by his film. Go ahead, please. Happy Friday to all of you, dear guests. Thank you for asking us and inviting us here. Hopefully this great meeting will be successful. Currently, we have seen all the works that has been done, and we would like to congratulate everybody's success here. And of course, talking about the movie industry, you also have to realize there are political sides. As you know, we are celebrating the 30th anniversary of independence of Kazakhstan, and because of that, we also want to show our historical images and heroes, and we have started to do that as you do. And Tomri-san is a part of our collaborative history as Turkish people, and showing them attention, giving them appreciation. Thank you very much to all of you. And Miss Almira is here, and we have come together, and it seems like we are at home today. And currently, the pandemic has affected all of us, unfortunately, and as an industry, we have been affected a lot. And as the people, unfortunately, our people are not going to the cinemas anymore after the pandemic, and this is very problematic for all of us as well. And I would like to say that the movie industry of Kazakhstan cannot be outside and separate from its history. Of course, we should definitely always evaluate possible subjects and topics we have in our history, and we should share our cultural heritage and our common past with our movies. And we know that these projects are economically viable as well. We are part of a film industry that is as big as $100 million a year, and I realize that with the collaboration of Turkey and other Turkish countries, we can double or triple it. That's why we would like to share our ideas, and we would like to collaborate, and this is definitely is going to be very important for all of the Turkic countries. And of course the strong ones are always are under expectation, so we know that Turkish Republic is very strong, and we realize that we can achieve a lot sourced from our history and culture, and this is a great era for realizing these dreams, and we are going to be one of the first to be able to achieve this, and we would like to achieve this with all of you. For my own, I would also like to speak as myself, and I would like to. I always talk to my colleagues in my own country. I tell them we work for these collaborations, and what I'm now saying to my Turkish colleagues is that we should move forward and collaborate on this all together. And this forum is very important, and I would like to congratulate the Turkish Council's media forum. This is also has a very rich content in this forum. I think they will be able to achieve greatness here. Thank you very much. Dear Satayev has shared his wishes of collaboration, and I believe all of us and everybody coming from all the countries agree with him, and our feelings are definitely mutual, our wishes are mutual. In the recent times, we have a show that has been on the screen in TRT called Teşkilat, and its producer Timur Savcı is here. And what do you think about the industry currently in Turkey? First of all, thank you to the directors of communications for realizing these forums, and I'm very glad to be here. Thank you very much to all the participants, and thank you for inviting me. The fact that a media forum for the Turkish Council is very important, and this is a very positive change, because in the industry, I think I have been in the industry for 25 years, and I've made more than 45 films and more than 700 hours of TV series. And what I think is to be able to globalize Turkish shows. I think I am lucky to help that. Our shows right now are distributed to 190 countries currently now, and this is amazing. And our moderator has also talked in a well framework for us. What he said is, I think, is very important, because media is transforming. If you were to take a look at the world, all around the world, they are changing how media is concerned. For example, Hollywood usually would share their opinions, or maybe they will help the American imperialism, and they have been very successful during the last century. But with the technological transformation now, the Hollywood had this effect for the last 50 years, but currently we are trying to achieve the same through digital platforms. And as Zaid also said, they are helping, these platforms are helping us share our shows, but also what's important is protecting our national media as well, having our own media platforms. And as I'm learning, TRT is creating a new digital platform, and hopefully God will help them, so we will also show our sport as much as we can, and having a local national platform is very important, as important as having national productions. So why our Turkish productions are getting attention from foreign people from other cultures? Because we have an amazing history. Thousands of years ago, we have controlled and lived in an enormously rich geography, and this area is a synthesis of West and East. This area is, if you take a look around the world, for example, in a German show, it is very Western, and an Asian person might not communicate with it, or an Eastern human might not feel close to that. But if you take a look at Turkey, you can't call it Eastern or Western. We are a mix up. We keep all the colors and we are unique in that way. In today's media transformation, our own position as Turkey and our own strategies will be very critical, and I think there are a lot of positive developments because in the last 20 years in the industry there's an immense improvement, and I am proud to be a part of that as well. And in the future, I believe we will achieve much better productions as well, because everything starts with a dream. When I first decided on making an Ottoman show, I've taken a look at the Western productions that were showing the Roman Empire or the British royals, and I tried to take a look at those to be able to show our history the best way. But I have a new show now called Teşkilat, and when you take a look at the spy shows in American productions, they are showing an amazing political placement. You can see they are even changing history and they are taking political sides, and to be able to also be in that area as well, we have created a show Teşkilat, which is a spy show, and we are happy about it. Our Kazakh brothers and our other brothers from Turkic countries are here as well, and we are in collaboration with Kazakhstan as company. And I would like to say to everybody here that Turkish producers are always ready to collaborate, and our doors are always open to you, and we can lift each other up and get ourselves stronger together in the arena of the world. Thank you very much for giving me your time. Thank you very much, Mr. Timur. One of the Lezat Tenel, the director of radio and television in Kazakhstan. Dear friends, thank you very much. And as Kazakhstan Radio and TV Directorate, I have been the lead of the institution for the last 12 years. We have, for the first time, created a TV show in Kazakh, but all the staff from Regie to cameraman, this was a discussion. Having an Kazakh having a TV show in the Kazakh language in Kazakhstan was unknown because the infrastructure is under Russian. And what we realize is these kinds of movies and shows are having an effect. We also started a competition, and we have received 128 projects, and we have a lot of experts and companies are sending us the suggestions for this, and the subject is investment in the Kazakh industry, which projects will be made in Kazakh language. And we have talked with a lot of experts, and we have also talked with actors and actresses, and we decided to produce tens of shows every year in our own language, and currently we have created and produced El Faraye at first, and as the Republic of Kazakhstan, this has been a big experience and exam for us, because going back for our history as nationally, going back to our history is very important for our TV now, and important people, important events, and historical times are now wanted in our TV. And for example, a show this year is talk about the 18th and 19th centuries. If we were to have that show which is talking about the life of Bügehan, for example, or different leaders' lives, are getting a lot of attention in our country currently. And what I would like to say is, yes, we are very new in this industry, and we are developing the role of our national identity in this here, but we are getting an example. We are taking a look at Turkish experience, and we are from the same ancestry, and we are learning a lot from you. Your movies are very effective for us, and we need to collaborate with you all. We need your experience, and we know that we can learn a lot from you all. And if we were to collaborate, we would be able to create our own experts, and our own actors will be trained here as well. And of course, we have very valuable actors, and I think we will share our own information with you as well. Maybe you won't lose much time, but I think we have to collaborate in national subjects. Other than that, I also have another proposition. I think it is time that we should move together, and we should have an Korkut film, and we would also would like to see all as well. In this character is very common in Turkic countries, and we should use all the information we have and gather them and get it together, and we can create a big Turkic show about Dede Korkut stories, and we can create a collaborative project, and we can improve our relationships with these projects as well. A suggestion was that, and as you said, the digital media that you have talked about is very effective, and I think it will be very helpful for all of us as well. And we have a lot of resources, and to realize them, this project is very interesting for us. And we don't have regional limits, we have national limits. We are the sons of the same civilization, so we have to collaborate. We have a channel called Balapan, which is the first channel for children, and we are creating animation and cartoons for them. And while we are doing that, we are using these characters. We are trying to raise our children with our own culture. I would like to thank you all for giving us our time and inviting us here, and allowing us to build a relationship with you all. Thank you. Especially talking about specific structural projects. Thank you very much to Ms. Tanisbay. And our final speaker is the first woman leader of the Turkish history. Almira Tursun has portrayed the first woman ruler. of Turkish history. Hello, everybody. I am very glad to be in Istanbul, and the reason why I'm here is making me even happier. And it is very important to me that we are talking about this, and all the Turkish publics and people. After our common history, we have been through different experiences, but what we realize is these works that we are focusing on our common history is very important, and I realize we are getting a lot of well received attention, and all the meetings that we are having on this, we are ready to be here, and we are ready to work in Kazakhstan and all other Turkey countries. We have the chance to see the productions, and as you know, we are going through the pandemic currently, and quarantines are in effect in some places. But as much as we can, we should be in these kinds of events to be able to form these bonds. But what is the reality is we are portraying an historical icon. We are seeing that the people are hungry for their own culture's heroes. As an actress or as a performer and an artist, the biggest generator of our collaboration is the platforms for these collaborations. If we had a common agency, for example, a common platform to communicate with each other, to be able to reach each other quickly, we should maybe have a system. We are usually work only with our own countrymen, and we can do well, but if we were to set up a system and to be able to collaborate internationally between us, it will be great for all of us. Imagine the Tomris time. She was an image for their own country. It was a very everybody is not able to agree that whose character it is actually, whose emperor it is, whose ruler it is, and we have been able to prove that it was Turkish. And I think if we were to focus on collaborating and setting up systems, we can be able to achieve a lot more. Thank you very much. Now, this has been the first session of the forum, and all the stakeholders from the industry, from actors to directors, from the institutions to other stakeholders, are showing that they are ready to collaborate, and also great ideas like having some funds, setting up some funds or systems or agencies have been talked about, and of course getting to know each other face to face or having some meetings afterwards is going to be very well, and I think new projects will be created after today. And what I believe is that we are going to start to collaborate, and I would like to thank all the participants for being here, and I would like to thank you audience for listening to us. Thank you very much. TRT General Directorate and other panelists, we would like to thank them all, and I also thank you all for listening to us. Let's take